We are getting ready for the adventure of 2023, and it's raining. It hasn't rained here for weeks and weeks and weeks, and just the past couple days it's rained almost non-stop. So usually we're not packing up to go somewhere in June when it's raining, or July, but that's what we're dealing with right now, and it's probably going to rain all day. But this year our adventure is taking us east, a direction that we don't normally go. Normally we head west. So we're ready to go check out some of the eastern part of our country that we haven't explored before, and we're gonna see some of the places that were historically some of the first settled places in America. So we're pretty excited about that. Stopped here in a parking lot along the interstate after we crossed into Ohio to have a little lunch in our camper.
All your videos.
So what are you guys looking forward to most on this trip?
Washington, D.C.
Probably Washington, D.C. or Cincinatti Island. I'm excited for Busch Gardens.
What's Busch Gardens?
It's an amusement park in Williamsburg.
Cool. Where do you want to go?
Busch Gardens.
That's what you're looking forward to the most?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go on the biggest roller coaster?
I'll try.
No, you won't. I know.
I'm excited for the beach and Washington, D.C.
I think I'm looking forward to the kids seeing Washington, D.C. for the first time and learning the history behind a lot of the sites there. And I'm excited about Busch Gardens and the beach, too.
We have arrived at Babcock State Park. We actually rolled in last night, but it was after dark, so we didn't show that, but we've found a really nice spot here, and there's a ravine behind us, and we don't really have any neighbors, so it's kind of a nice, peaceful place to hang out. And we're gonna check out this surrounding area today and tomorrow. There's New River Gorge National Park, which is nearby, and then Babcock State Park itself. And hopefully the weather holds off, because it looks like there might be some rain in the forecast.
It's really bad.
Really bad! Is that pea water?
No, it's the water heater.
Well, my patch on the water heater didn't last long.
Now what?
I don't know. Watch out. We just had a major water disaster. Our water heater had a crack in it from the winter because I forgot to drain it, and I tried to fix it, and I thought I had it fixed, but apparently not, and it just sprung a leak, and it shot water all over the camper like a sprinkler. I mean, so we've got a water disaster everywhere. I mean, look on the floor down here. Can you see I mean, it's everywhere, all over the cabinets. It's a mess. So
It's all over you.
it looks like we're not gonna have a shower for the rest of our trip, which is not good. And it also, that holds 6 gallons of water, so we're down 6 gallons of water too. And I thought we had fixed it. Apparently not, so that's really disappointing.
Is that
It's down here is where it's coming out. Right there somewhere. I haven't narrowed it down yet. I mean, we just got to clean up this water mess first. Well, I'm gonna try to patch the hole in our tank with this JB Weld stuff. It's supposed to work, which it didn't obviously before, but maybe it wasn't adhered quite properly to the tank opening, so I'm gonna try it again, and if nothing else, maybe we can at least get it to hold cold water if we can't use it as a hot water tank. That's where the water leak was coming out, right there, where the pipe fitting goes in, so I added a whole nother extra layer around the whole thing. So once that dries, we'll see what happens. Well, we averted disaster for the time being with the leak in our camper, and we got the mess cleaned up, and we're gonna try to patch it. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But now we are heading out for the day finally, and it's starting to get a little sunny, so the rain's gone away, and we're gonna check out what Babcock State Park has here and see if there's any cool trails, and we're gonna explore the grist mill that's this place is famous for. Yeah.
It could be safe. Yeah, it's safe. It's probably been there hundreds.
Wow, that's pretty cool back in there. What'd you find, Nolan?
Hey!
That's a pretty cool little rock shelter, isn't it?
There's all the spider webs, so...
Back there is the Glade Creek Grist Mill. I actually first saw a picture of this on the wall where I work. They had a big print of it, and I've always wanted to come here since I figured out where the picture was taken. I think the best time to come here is probably in the fall when all the trees are brilliant colors, but it's still very pretty right now at this time of year. So we just learned that this mill was actually built in 1976 out of reclaimed wood from a lot of the old mills that are in the area. So this isn't a really, really old vintage mill, but it's pretty cool that they did recreate one, and it's such an iconic scenic location, and it's in a lot of calendars and whatnot. and they did a really good job. I mean, it even smells like an old mill in here, probably because they used old wood when they created it. Up here is the grindstones, and they have a door open here, and down below you see some of the gears and mechanisms that turn the grindstones when the water is flowing. Right here is the sluice that feeds the water onto the water wheel. They said they haven't run it in a couple months now because the climate's been so dry here recently, but normally they would be able to run this thing and the wheel would spin and power the mill. This is a working mill, even though it's recreated. The cool things about Appalachia is the rhododendrons, and they are blooming right now. They are really beautiful, pink.
We're gonna go find the swinging bridge.
Which way is it?
That way?
Look at the sign, buddy.
Oh, that way.
Bouncing! We drove all the way up here to the top of the big hill at Babcock State Park, and there's a really cool scenic view looking back through the hills. It's a little bit hazy. I think that's due to the smoke from the Canadian wildfires, but all in all, it's actually pretty clear compared to what it could be. We found the arch rock.
She already here earlier. She came back and she's gonna swim.
All right, go show me.
Here's some of the poses that I did.
Alexa and I are hiking the Island in the Sky Trail, and trail goes through some really thick rhododendron thickets. It's almost like we're in a tropical jungle or something. must have found a big cleft in the rock. Goes all the way up there, and there's a really cool breeze blowing out of it. We made it up here to the top, and there's a little shelter house up here, but the views aren't super great. You kind of do feel like you're up on an island surrounded with sky and whatnot, but not super great views.